As humans multiplied on Earth, they established states, but the available land was insufficient and wars broke out. In these wars, some warriors stood out and became legendary figures whose names are still remembered today. 1. Samurai, Japan. Due to Japan's rugged terrain, only about 20% of the country was suitable for agriculture, leading to land disputes. In the 800s, the samurai emerged as an elite warrior class devoted to their lords and adhering to strict moral codes. Trained from childhood, they wielded the katana, a long sword unique to their culture, and the tanto, a small assassination dagger. For centuries, samurai ruled, but by the 1800s they were seen as a threat, and in 1876 the empire violently abolished the samurai. 2. Jaguar warriors, Central America. In Tepeogo culture, the jaguar symbolized the god of the underworld and earthquakes. Inspired by this, jaguar warriors formed elite units. To join, one had to capture 4 enemy warriors alive and offer them as sacrifices to their god. They used clubs tipped with volcanic glass and were feared by local tribes. However, they could not resist the armored Spanish conquistadors and disappeared in 1521. 3. Roman nations. Roman nations were the first professional heavy infantry of the ancient world. Only healthy Roman citizens aged 17 and older could join. They underwent physical evaluations. Those too short, weak, or overweight could not become legionaries. Trained with perfect discipline, legionaries also learned engineering to build defensive and siege equipment. Combined with their massive shields and gladius swords, they became the first organized army of their era, loyal to the eagle emblem and the empire, winning most battles they fought. 4. Apache warriors, North America. The Apaches were known as a feared warrior society even before European arrival. They distinguished themselves by resisting white settlers and conducting constant raids on invader camps, using captured horses and firearms against the colonizers. For centuries, they resisted Spanish-descended Mexicans and other Europeans. Their last chief, Geronimo, died in 1909 after legendary resistance. 5. Akıncılar. This elite force of the Ottoman army played a major role in conquests from the foundation of the Ottoman state to the late 16th century. Akıncı Beys were trusted commanders receiving direct orders from the Sultan. Akıncı warriors wore light armor made from wild animal skins, moved ahead of the main army to clear the way, and used hit-and-run tactics. Their ultimate goal was Kızıl Elma, and they feared neither death nor danger. 6. Medieval Knights, Europe. Contrary to popular belief, not every armored and mounted soldier was a knight. Boys selected at 7 started as pages, then moved to a lord's household at 12 for rigorous combat training. Upon reaching adulthood, they assisted a knight and were later knighted in a ceremony. Years of training combined with heavy armor and swords created a devastating force. Knights were successful in European wars, but crusades and campaigns outside Europe often ended in failure. 7. Maori warriors, New Zealand. The Maori distinguished themselves with unique tattoos, war dances, and intimidating presence. Despite using primitive weapons, their large physiques allowed them to remain dominant until the 1800s. After British arrival, they fought major battles, resisting annihilation and surviving to the present day. 8. Spartans. Sparta, founded in the 9th century BCE, relied on warriors instead of city walls. Boys, except those of rulers, joined the agoge at 7, enduring grueling training in combat, endurance, and survival. Graduates at 21 joined the Spartan army, wearing red cloaks and using round shields called hoplon, forming the most elite fighting force in Greece. 9. Janissaries. Founded in 1363, the Janissaries were recruited from Christian children via the devşirme system. Circumcised, given Muslim names and trained in Islam and Turkish customs, they lived in barracks and received strict military training. Wearing red to mask their blood, skilled in archery and firearms, and wielding curved swords, they protected the Sultan, the palace, and key frontier areas. 10. Vikings, Scandinavia. Vikings, famous for raids across Europe, were physically imposing with long hair and beards, wielding massive axes uncommon in the battlefields of their era. Their success did not rely on formal battle strategies, but on fearlessness and raw skill, making them a terror for Europe for centuries.